It's Wheezy Monday on a Tuesday once again. It's my favorite day. Monday on a Tuesday. Ideas. That's one of the things people ask often about is, or at least they did back in the early days of YouTube, is how do you come up with your ideas? Where do you get all your ideas? People don't ask that as much anymore. Why is that? People have discovered how to come up with their own ideas better, I guess, or they realize that my ideas were dumb. That could be it. Anyway, regardless, I have a system for how I keep track of ideas, and it's incredibly helpful, not just for ideas, but for all aspects of my life. It's a couple of apps I use. Neither one of these are sponsored. It's going to seem sponsored because I'm very much pro these apps, but Simple Note. Very nice app. Simple Note. Right here. Where is it? Simple Note. For whenever you just want to jot something down, just very quickly. I love it because of how there's not many options. All you can really do is write down a thing. And I have these lists of things. Some of them are like random narration I have to read for a video. Like, I have to add in this part. How should I write it? And then I'll just pull up Simple Note and bloop, 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 pop it there. Because it's good because if I put it on my computer or on my phone, it just automatically goes to both. It's so streamlined. There's no other modifiers. You can add tags to everything you write down in it, but you don't have to. I usually don't. I'm just like, it's usually just the random, like I have a list of B-roll I needed to shoot for a couple videos. I have just random thoughts and ideas, song lyrics, lists of movies. Like I did the video about the lists of movies, WheezyNews. I just wrote it down on Simple Note, the list of movies for that video. I'm like, I should do a list of movies. Sat there, thought about them, popped them down there. It's so nice because I don't have to think about where do I write this, where do I put this, where do I save this file, I mean, there are other apps like this. This one to me is the best because it's so nothing. It's just the writing of a thing, and you just open it up on all your devices. It's really easy. But then you do need to, if I have other ideas for various things, I do need to have more organization. That's like the first entryway into my idea. I have an idea and I don't want to forget it. Quickly jot it down in Simple Note, and then I can organize it later. And when I organize it later, I use Trello. Again, not a sponsor. Whenever I talk about products, it sounds like a sponsor. Trello to me is the best way to organize ideas. It's actually more, I think, advertised. Trello, if you'd like to sponsor me in the future, let's do it. Main channel video. Let's talk. It's more billed as a, I think, sort of group project management app, but I simply use it for organizing everything. So I have, what do we got here? So the top level is like, I'm working on a documentary about Japanese Packer fans, Green Bay Packer fans. Did you know that I'm working on that documentary? I'm working on a documentary. Have I said that publicly on WheezyNews? I don't know that if I have. I've said it on, it's hard for me to remember because I do these videos on Patreon every weekday and I talk about it there. I can't remember if I talked about it on here or not. Anyway, working on a documentary. So any ideas or anything having to do with that goes in there. Productivity, that is just sort of random articles and inspiration. If I come up across a website or something, I'll just pop it in there. But project ideas, that's just other project ideas besides Wheezy Waiter, like stuff like movie ideas, book ideas, or whatever. Things to consume, that's just like stuff I want to watch, not having anything to do with productivity. Or like stuff I want to watch, stuff I want to read, places I want to go to travel to, just like random stuff like that. TV shows, nonfiction books, fiction books. So then within that you organize like these lists. Like there's a further level of organization going on, and then you can click on those for even more detail. Wheezy ideas. These are, maybe I shouldn't show you these. I don't know. I don't really care. But like I have the random video idea. Card was full. Had to make an edit. Sorry for the jump cut. Ugh. I've never done one of those before. So I got random video ideas, and I have challenge ideas, like the month-long challenge ideas. If I come up with one, I put it in the, look at how many of these I have. It just scrolls. Whenever I come up with one, I pop it in. Well, I pop it into Simple Note usually, and then I pop it into there. Or sometimes I'll just put it in there first. Why do people like videos? I have this idea for doing movie marathon. I don't want to get into it. It's a whole idea for a podcast or something. And then just, other possible categories for a Wheezy video. And then the other one is the Wheezy videos in production, the stuff that I'm currently working on. I'm usually working on 3 or 4 videos at a time, researching or whatever. If I come up with an article, I'll put it in there, or ideas. I'll like mark them down specifically in their list in that Trello board, and it's very helpful for me. I think, and it's a relatively recent development for me to use Trello. I think in the past couple years I've started using it, and these days it's much easier. I don't remember the last time I had to sit down and like think for a long time about what's the next video gonna be. Like, what can I do? I have nothing. I always have a big list of things. Sometimes I won't feel that inspired though, and I'll look at. It's weird how I've noticed how when you have a big list of ideas that I've at one time put down and was excited about. I'm like, ooh, that's a good idea for a video, and I put it down, and then I gradually build this long list of things that at one time I was like, this is amazing. But if I'm not in a mood, if I'm in a mood where I'm not inspired, that list looks different to me than when I feel inspired. I've noticed that since I've started this, is that it doesn't even matter how good the idea is. How I feel, what I bring to the idea affects how I feel about it. So like if I'm like, I should make a video, what should I make a video about? And I look at the list and I'm not in a mood to make stuff, not in a productive mood, nothing looks good. Like I'm like, ooh, that could be good, but I don't know. I don't really feel like making that. Or that's not going to be that good. But then if I'm inspired and I'm like, yeah, we're going to make a great video. And I look at the list, I'm like, ooh, that one's good. That one's good. That one's good. It depends on my mood. How you feel, that to me, I guess what that means is that how I feel is more important than the actual idea. How, as far as my productivity is concerned, as far as the ultimate quality of the end product, that probably has more to do with the idea. But it's just interesting to me that how the same idea can look different to me depending on my mood. So I guess the lesson there is that time give it time. Like time heals all wounds, time heals all moods, I guess. If you feel uninspired, if you feel like a failure, if you feel like there's nothing else, there's nothing you can do. That's not logic. That's your mood. Because, I mean, millions and millions of hours of YouTube videos, articles, blogs, movies, books, everything is being created all the time, every day. And some of it's new. I believe that most things are most or all things are not really new. They're kind of rehashes of what we've already done. I did a video called Nothing is Original, but it's still new to them, the people who made it, and has value to everyone, some of it. The things are being made, and like, early on in YouTube, I think I would wonder, like, could there be any more? Like, what other genre of video could there possibly be? What other video could I make that would add to this conversation? Because it's all been made already. Early on in YouTube, those thoughts were happening. And now we are many years later, and many more videos made, and we're still constant. And I go to YouTube and I'm still inspired and surprised by the things I see. And I don't think it'll ever end. It just depends on your mood. I guess that's the argument I'm trying to make. I didn't know I was trying to make that argument when I started this video, but I think that is the argument I'm trying to make. So, those are the two apps I use. If you were clicking on this just for a simple list of apps, well, that's not what I do here on Wheezy Mondays on a Tuesday. That's all for now. Thank you for watching my video. I do these kind of videos every single weekday over on Patreon. My latest main channel video on the screen now, being healthy on Thanksgiving. And tomorrow, a video about sleep positions is going out on the main channel. So check that out. Playlist of Wheezy Monday videos. And you can subscribe to WheezyNews if you would like to be a subscriber of something. Thanks for watching. I already said that. Bye.